Cobra Kai introduced us to the epic finale of John Kreese and Terry Silver. Both characters died in a legendary way, in a great showdown. However, new evidence has emerged, confirming that both may have survived. I'm talking about real proof and deleted scenes confirmed by the show's own production. We'll see all of that here. Today on Charlietales, I'll tell you why John Kreese and Terry Silver are still alive. Ready? Let's get to it. As we all know, episode 14 of Cobra Kai showed John Kreese visiting Terry Silver on his yacht, and after a great fight, both died in a huge explosion. That is all we can see in the scene. In the series, we never see the characters again, they are not mentioned, and their bodies never appear. But how possible is it that they really survived? There are many fan theories, but recently, some impressive evidence has surfaced that I need to share with you. The show's producer, John Hurwitz, posted this photo of a deleted scene on Facebook. Along with the photo, the producer left a long text explaining what happened to Kreese and Silver. This deleted scene changes everything. Here, it was confirmed that John Kreese survived the explosion, but instead of explaining it, I'll read the post so you can judge for yourselves. What you're about to hear is my voice, but reading the post exactly as it is. You know the final beat of the Sweet Child of Mine montage that ends on the Sports Illustrated? Well, we had the camera drift further down the newsstand to find this other magazine showing that Terry Silver's disappearance was still a mystery in the valley. We even took it a step further and had Martin Kove's hand reach in to pick up the magazine. Partly for the 0.01% scenario, we decided we wanted to imply that Kreese was still alive. But more so just to entertain ourselves, since we always joke around about how Kreese likes to fake his own death. Once we saw what the boat explosion looked like, that minuscule chance we'd use the footage completely disappeared. At the end of the day, we wanted our finale to end triumphantly and with credibility, not with an absurd confirmation that somehow John Kreese survived that fiery blast. We wanted Johnny, Daniel, and the rest of the characters on our show to be living in a world where there was no more danger of Silver or Kreese suddenly popping up and messing with their lives again. We wanted happily ever after, or at least happily until a spin-off where there are fresh problems to contend with, instead of the same monsters that have wreaked havoc in the Miyagiverse for 40 years. Yes, Cobra Kai never dies. And no, we didn't show the bodies, so I suppose there's no proof that both men are dead. But for the here and now, let's live in a world where there's actual legitimate karate peacetime in the valley, because that's the story we intended, and it feels so good. My friends, the post is quite clear. The production of Cobra Kai did film a scene confirming that John Kreese was still alive, but the scene was deleted for the sake of the story. However, at the end of the post, the producer clearly states that they did not show the bodies of Kreese and Silver, so there is no definitive proof that they died. Everything will depend on what happens in the future of this universe. This is quite normal. Many Hollywood productions avoid showing the corpses of their characters, so they have the option to bring them back in sequels. It's nothing unusual. It happens all the time in movies and series. In Cobra Kai, they showed us the yacht explosion, but never the bodies of Silver or Kreese. This was obviously a trick by the writers to avoid committing too much. As if that weren't enough, recently, the actors who played Terry Silver and Kreese shared some suspicious posts on their Instagram. Thomas Ian Griffith posted this photo with a message saying that Terry Silver is a great swimmer. And on the other hand, actor Martin Kove posted a photo of a lifebuoy. The actors are clearly leaving us clues that their characters survived. If we go even further, actor Martin Kove has uploaded several interesting videos.
Now that might imply that it's all ending. But the real story has only just begun.
In this Instagram video, Kreese basically says that everyone thinks the story is over, but in reality, it is just beginning. I have a feeling that Martin Kove knows something we don't. Remember that the movie Karate Kid Legends will be released soon, so the Cobra Kai universe continues to expand. It wouldn't be surprising if Martin Kove has received calls from some future productions of the Miyagiverse. He could even make a cameo in Karate Kid Legends without any problem. It's no secret that the creators of Cobra Kai are currently planning spin-offs of the series, and they hope that one of them can be confirmed very soon. The most likely spin-off is the Miyagi one, which would tell us about Sensei Miyagi's life during his youth. This spin-off has been in planning for a long time, but it has yet to receive approval from Netflix. There are surely many ideas being debated. With this in mind, it's possible to consider a spin-off about Sensei Kreese. They could show us his youth after the war, and combine this with scenes of the actor as an older man. I want to focus a little more on Kreese. If you ask me, I do believe that John KREESE survived. Throughout Cobra Kai, Sensei KREESE has proven many times that he is a natural survivor. Death has never stopped him. KREESE has literally faked his death 3 times. The first time was during the events of Karate Kid 3. At that time, Terry Silver appeared in front of Daniel and Miyagi to tell them that KREESE had died, but it was all a plan to organize a surprise attack against Daniel. After that movie, KREESE faked his death for the second time. This is revealed in Season 2 of Cobra Kai. When KREESE reunites with Johnny Lawrence, Johnny says that he thought he was dead. In that same season, Daniel reunites with KREESE, and he also mentions that he thought he had died. Most likely, KREESE faked his death to escape his debts after Daniel defeated him. And KREESE's third death occurs in Season 5 of Cobra Kai. At that time, KREESE was in prison, but he faked his death to escape, and surprisingly, his plan worked. John KREESE is used to faking his death to escape his problems. With all this context, the idea that KREESE faked his death at the end of the series doesn't seem so crazy anymore. If we think about it, they could easily tell us that he found a lifeboat and managed to get off the yacht. Even actor Martin Kove posts photos of a lifeboat. You can't get more direct than that. KREESE has always been a very resourceful and skilled character. He always acts strategically. With this in mind, it doesn't seem strange to me that he boarded Silver's yacht with an escape plan prepared. The character of KREESE is very interesting because he has shown a complete evolution throughout the series. He went from being a dark villain to becoming a hero. He literally gave his life to protect Johnny Lawrence. With this in mind, KREESE could return, but as an ally. His character could easily come back as support for other students in the future of Cobra Kai. For example, if they made a spin-off about Robbie and Tori, KREESE could contribute a lot as a sensei. He no longer needs to be a villain. And of course, he has a very paternal relationship with Tori. He would be an ideal support for this student. As for Terry Silver, the truth is that he could have survived too. However, I have my doubts. Let's remember that Terry Silver had a terminal illness. Even if he had survived the explosion, he wouldn't have had more than 6 months to live anyway. They could bring him back for a movie or series, but they would have to pretend that his illness doesn't exist or that he miraculously recovered. This would be very complicated. I love Terry Silver, but bringing him back is quite difficult. But what do you think? Do you believe Silver and KREESE will return? Will it be in a spin-off, or was this the end of their characters? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.